Hi, I'm Rebecca from Hester Creek.
And I'm Mark.
And today we are tasting our Pinot Gris Viognier.
So this wine, it's a fun wine, and we've always had a lot of fun making this. It's fruit-driven, 33% Viognier. They're made of Pinot Gris, so you get the structure from the Gris and that nice lifted aromatics, floral notes from the Viognier.
Yeah. And we actually co-fermented the Viognier with the Pinot Gris, so it makes it a little bit more interesting, gives it a bit more complexity when you're actually fermenting those two varietals together.
Yeah, and that was a challenge because they ripen at very different times. So the Viognier comes in quite a bit later. Mm-hmm. So some of this we harvested the Gris a little later and some early Viognier. So that's how we hit that, and that was challenging actually.
Yeah. And this ferment actually was done quite cold. So we did a cooler ferment at about 12, 13 degrees. So it made the fermentation a lot longer, about 35 days. So by doing it colder, you get a lot more fruit aromas lifted in the ferment.
That's something we did a lot with the 2020 vintage, is really kind of cool down the temperatures that the yeast were doing their work at. And like Rebecca said, 35 days, it's a long, cool ferment. And we really believe it helps hang on to some of those aromatics in the glass.
For sure.
So if you're going to pair this with something, for instance, where would you go with this wine?
Well, I would probably do something with a little bit more spice to it, just because it has a lot of acidity. Thai food, Indian, but you could also go more lighter, charcuterie, cheese, even salad.
Yeah.
It's a very versatile wine, so you can definitely pair this with a lot of different things.
You can see this on a nice spring or summer afternoon with a cheese board for sure, for sure. And the acid's nicely balanced.
Absolutely.
This is the 2020 Pinot Gris Viognier. Cheers to another vintage on the Golden Well bench.
Cheers.
Salud.